Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be watching my doubles match from the New York Metropolitan Open. It was the semifinal round versus Steve Sachs and Malcolm Hutson. I am playing with a student and friend of mine, Jordan Etzig. He will be starting off at the board. If you haven't already, please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you are interested in backgammon lessons with me, Justin Nowell, please feel free to send me an email at justin@backgammonuniversity.com. And let's begin the video.
Playing in the 60s and 70s.
All right. Good luck, everybody.
I will be fist bump, fist bump, fist bump. Just keeping you company here. There's a lot of commentary over the board, actually.
I put everybody down all the time. Win, lose, or draw. You know, so the more we sledge, the more we love it. That's the motto.
2-1, of course, hits. When you use this spare in the 8-point, it's generally better just to bring another checker down from the midpoint, adding another builder to the attack, of course.
I think I'm drinking water, you know.
Double fours, and we make the 4. And funny enough,
I'd make the 4 maybe.
because they have the 2 builders on the outside, or the 2 blots there,
What would we do with the last one?
it's actually safer for us to play 13-9, which I learned later on
Clean this up. It's either that
after
or
making
down,
the
right?
incorrect
I
play
don't
here.
I don't think I want to have that many blocks.
You know, if their position was more solid,
Seems reasonable. That's my line.
I would then choose to play more solid on my side of the board.
Looks cocked to me.
Let's make the bar part. Yay.
Yeah, making the bar, of course, is a great play. Double fours, of course, is a blunder. Usually better to roll numbers that enter in situations like this.
You don't have to ask me a question. So the answer is always yes. My partner said you want a double, I always want a double.
So they double. They have a 2-point board. We also have a 2-point board. You know, in this one variation where we fan, I am quite happy actually that we don't have 3 blots in the outfield. It might make this decision a bit more difficult, but they only have 9 checkers in the zone, so I'm not too concerned. The take I thought was pretty easy.
3-point position.
Interesting that this is like a sizable error, despite you know, black being on the roof and white wanting us to fan. Better to just bring 2 checkers down, added to try to make the 5-point.
So no dice.
Yeah, we haven't
No
decided,
dice on
so-
checkers in New York this year.
The
Yeah.
rules for a week.
Yeah.
How do you restart this thing?
There you go. We basically get to this point in every match where it
Yeah, we
happens.
forget to ask.
Just make it 5.
Double fours, of course, makes the 5. I want to roll a 6 or an ace, or an ace-6 would be nice as well. I wouldn't mind. Double ones either. 5-4's the worst, and now we're in this terrible spot where we have no anchor. We're behind a 5 prime. About to be a 6 prime, probably. 6-5.
Well, yeah, but you could also just make the 2-point.
Split them, do that, they have to play.
I think it's a pretty safe position. We're trying to win a gammon. We could lose.
So yeah, they could make the 6 prime right, but it allows me to roll an ace to maybe anchor. Doesn't put me on the roof, allows me to move freight, maybe make some blocking structure in front of you. Of course, this play wins many more games, many more gammons than it loses games. Therefore, it must be the best by a lot, and it was. Double 6, we're on the roof now.
working on according to plan.
Good luck. Thank you.
As we can see, Jordan's entering abilities was pretty poor this game. Not that he had many chances. And here they're just trying to like find a way to not leave a shot with their most awkward rolls. They don't want to leave shots with numbers like double fives or double fours or anything silly like that. A double six won't leave a shot because it can't get around the board. It's trapped by the 13 point. Now double six is something they have to think of, but it's fine, obviously. There's 3 checkers out there. 2 of them have to cross over to the inner board. And that's all they're really trying to consider here, you know? It's funny how careful you have to be when you're not the one on the roof, and you know, like, the only thing that can cause you to lose this game and not win the gammon is leaving a shot, then that's the thing you have to think of. You have to look at your double sixes, your double fives, your double fours. You got to see how these numbers play, because leaving a shot here with those rare sequences is a tragedy. So you notice this often in these sorts of spots in backgammon where it looks like white is being extra careful, and they're the ones that are nervous even though it's the other side that's getting closed out and gammoned. And here, of course, they go 5 to 2. Double sixes, double fives, double fours doesn't leave a shot. 5-2, right? Now this is perfect. They have an even number of checkers on the 5, an even number of checkers on the 4, so if they roll big doubles, everything is safe.
Jordan, I did that in a tournament 3 times in a row. The point was open and it's
Oh, yeah.
in Chicago.
Jordan forgot to roll. He had to be reminded. It happens. You were sitting on the roof so long you forgot that you could even enter. And you'll notice that our PR is like high in this game. That's because we made that one mistake with double fours and haven't had a chance to have another decision yet to work our PR down. It's like a thing when it comes to PR that it's like the size of your mistakes divided by the number of your decisions, right? So if you have a big mistake and no decisions because you just sit on the roof for the rest of the game, then you don't have the opportunity to work that down at all. And you'll notice now that we enter, right, we had the opportunity to leave. The PR starts to work its way down.
Even then, you know. You might still have-
Email notifications for matches that I had like 5 hours ago.
It feels like we're getting gammoned for sure.
We should cross over with the 4 probably here, yeah?
Oh, the pain. The pain, the pain.
I want to be as efficient as possible, trying to go into the 6 if we're trying to get off something, even though it's very unlikely here. Just like as a matter of technique, we're saving gammon here.
Just practicing our saving gammon
Right, so what
technique.
Like the 5 crosses over perfect. That's a 4.
Not quite a kamehameha that I would love to be practicing, you know, taking off their heads, but what are you going to do?
Two doubles. That's not one of them. Probably play 2 down, yeah.
Just trying to maximize the crossovers, you know.
We roll double 6, right? We get 1, 2.
Maybe we roll double 6, they roll 2-1, right? Okay, 3-1. Could roll double 6 now and get off of
It'll
this.
feel like we won if we roll boxes here. Oh!
Saving gammon sometimes feels better than winning. Close though. Close. Very close.
5. So then we get off with double 6. Now, take a look at the other 5. Right, if we go like 5 here, did we get off with double 6? No. Right, so we should do the other one then, right? So
Yeah, so if they don't roll doubles and we roll double 6, we can get off this gammon.
now feel
2,
free to
3.
do it now would be the time. Double 5s, oh no. Steve, I think we'd like to hedge now. No, I'm joking. I'm just fucking around.
Were these
Even
07
split
playing
though, right?
Yeah.
They were 7-point matches.
Yeah, the whole time. Yeah,
Those
yeah.
ones took so long.
Yeah, that's because
So,
under game one.
my buddy Jordan is a poker player from Vegas, and
There was something to discuss.
he is an
as well,
ardent
you know?
non-hedger, yeah?
Not just us sitting there on the
So he didn't want to do anything before the start of the semifinals round. There's no money in this round. There's only money in the
It was like an hour.
finals and semifinals of the tournament.
Like, yeah, like.
Not semifinals, in the actual finals of the tournament.
It was like an hour 40.
So
One more time, you guys
losing
have to
4 points in game one is terrible for our equity chances now of making any money in this
slot as well if you want.
in this doubles event.
At the score, what's going on?
Let's just slot it.
Slotting is wrong, even though down 4 points. I like it though.
If he misses us, then we can roll 5-4 and then not even cover.
That's my pet hate in back.
Uh-huh.
I'm just hitting him. That's my pet hate.
We deprived him.
As a matter of style. If anyone actually wants to try to have a style that isn't just emulating XG the entire time, 5-1 is fun to mix in sometimes, though of course playing a Backgammon Hall of Fame member in Steve Sachs might not be the best time to start taking chances like this, but it is fun. The problem with slotting with 5-1 sometimes is that even if you're missed,
I always call it 5-4.
you might not make it.
Wow.
So.
How annoying this roll is. So I mean, obvious. Yeah, we can. Of course. Oh no, we can't.
Yeah,
can we?
no, that's too bad, isn't it?
Yeah. The question is, do we just make the ace? But probably not. Right?
Overheading.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess we just come out with the 5 then. Yeah, if we're gonna do this. Because the other 4-5 is just to make the 1 and leave that guy there. But
I think this is. I don't really like that.
yeah, I mean, this looks better if we get away with it.
This play is a little wrong. I had two competing ideas in my mind, not wanting to strip the midpoint so early in the game, but also you don't like to give your opponent good 6s from the roof, because 6s are quite obviously generally bad when you're on the roof because they don't enter. So now you're giving your opponent a good 6 from the roof, which would turn that otherwise bad number into something playable. But luckily and unluckily for us, they rolled a 6-3, which got to hit anywhere they chose. So in this scenario,
That's not the first
it
one.
seemed to be fine. Though
The first one
close.
is the 6. Then the optional one is the ace. Probably the
So they hit with the 6, and they're choosing to double hit with the ace, which is a very good play. We can see that both plays are like almost even, but I like the use of the spare on the 6 to do this, despite me having a better home board at the time. Because when I don't roll a 5, their position
Much to my
is
dismay, I think we have no choice here.
much improved,
Way to like balance out.
if they can cover, of course.
Wow. Okay. Well, we got 4 on the 24, huh?
Yeah. That's a good thing, right?
YOLO.
I mean,
Yeah. I
there's
mean,
no
this
other
is
plan.
on the minute counter, I think. You could have rolled a 5. I would have appreciated that much.
On the 24 this early.
This is true.
Yes.
But we're not dead yet.
Yeah, it's a rarefied gun.
Yeah.
Now,
Brad,
there's a number I'm thinking of.
I'm waiting for the photo op, so let me know.
Yeah, me too.
Well, we're waiting for Rob, right?
I'll also settle for like 2-4.
He's not gonna make it.
2-5 on the other hand, not so good.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other 5.
He's gonna make it though. But just keep me posted. I'm just watching.
So I mean, this position probably fine to double for money, but up 4 points in a race to 7 makes the take a bit too easy, with one guy still back behind the
Jeff
structure.
is his last name, and some dude is his first name and middle name, yeah? Yeah. Blame his mother. That's not his fault, you know? What are you gonna do?
Make this.
Yes, please.
About the 3.
And the 3 is a good question. The 3 could also just split up, which I think is better. We don't want to try to settle into a 1-3 back game, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't want to settle
Point on
into
us, step up.
a game like that, but of course.
Tricked ya.
In the name of and he just lost, so he got kicked into my bracket. So here's basically if I win against this guy Josh, and Dave wins against this guy Damon, Then you face each other. And I think the money we could
Come out.
at that point.
Can't.
We could do
unless
it.
we,
Oh, wait,
unless we
oh,
come off the anchor, yeah?
No, I thought
No,
we
we'll
were
probably
on
play
it.
another 2 or 3
Maybe we do have to
No,
come
we
off
probably
the
will do.
fucking
No, no, we're gonna do about 4.
Tough spot.
3 or 4. That's why I'm just filling out. I was gonna play Soler.
Wow. Put that back.
here till like 2 a.m. No, I'd be great. I'd love to be. Either way, if I get knocked out.
The two's forced, yeah?
Yeah, let's use first.
Even the Clinton Hill folks are playing.
I mean, at DMP, obviously, you would just come off the fucking anchor, I think, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think.
It's gonna be fun. Whatever the tonight is the night for fun. It's almost more fun than not being the tournament.
Well, because, yeah, the thing that.
I don't know.
Whether,
This is always a tough decision. Whether or not we just hop off, because I mean, this obviously is very gammonish, but probably wins more games. But it's not like it's less gammonish, really, to just play 13-7. I think you're getting gammoned a ton of times anyway. But I feel like in this scenario, it's generally right to hop off, I guess.
Right either.
yeah.
But it is scary, and we'll see that it's very, very close. On the XG analysis, it is better to hop off. It does win more games. It does get you gammon more.
Because now double 4s,
Okay, double 4s. Yeah.
double 5s.
The wins outweigh the risk.
Anyway, yeah.
Oh, I don't think double 4s doesn't play as bad with
We'd still be behind a 6 prime.
No, yeah.
Double 5s obviously is like the major swing, right?
5-1, 6-1. That 6-1 plays bad the other way too.
And let's look at the other one. Obviously, we just lose like
Yeah, I mean, we set things up over the board, and then we try to like look through the rolls. What happens if they roll this? What happens if they roll like that? And try to see in what scenario we find ourselves to be in a more favorable situation.
No, I really.
But when every situation looks bad, it's very difficult to find the best of a bad situation sometimes, you know?
You can play down. It's fine. I'm really not sure.
Yeah.
It's up to you. I really don't. I feel like it's one of these plays where like my first instinct would be to hop out, and then I would put it back and play 13 or 7. Then the computer would be like, "What the fuck were you thinking?"
I was just thinking that. You always
know what
say
I
that.
mean?
Yeah. And do you see more games or wins one way or the other?
Yeah, I mean, coming out, we'll win more games.
I mean, at the score, then shouldn't we come out?
Go ahead, you pull the trigger on it. It's fine.
No,
I don't mind
asking
either way. You know,
Yeah.
I am totally not sure.
Yeah.
So I'm totally fine with either play, even though one of them is going to be a very big blunder.
Luckily,
I just
luckily
don't know
one of
which
them
one.
isn't. But it kind of feels that way over the board sometimes. You're just like, man, I don't know which one's going to be the bad one here.
If we keep it here long enough, maybe they'll forget we already played our 2, you know?
Yeah. Shit.
I'm gonna take a picture.
I mean, we have no
I'm
time.
kidding.
That's the other thing, too. We have no
This
time.
is such a
Yeah, I know.
beautiful.
You know, the only hope is that like maybe we step up with an ace or reduce later and then get to recirculate that way. But if he just rolls the ace, we're kind of fucked. But I don't mind either way. You like this? We can give it a shot.
Yeah.
There was another 6. Sorry.
I'm not playing 8 to 2. That's
I
against
know.
my
No,
religion.
I just I was like interested.
If I'm getting good enough
Maybe it's better.
We're on roll, gents.
Huh?
We're on roll.
Yeah.
Four threes like a perfecta. You get to hit and then step up.
Yeah. Perfect.
Oh. Wow, we're fucked.
So we're playing on this and we want to get to 6.
upsides, at least there was no
He's on
cube.
two.
So.
No upside. You're gonna be at Crawford.
I know. I know, but it could be worse. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know if it could be worse.
If we had taken a
3
cube.
points, they come on and you're playing down to help the gammon save, but
And we could make the ace and deuce. Don't put a third checker on the bar. They can only anchor with a 3.
I'd like them off.
We could make the 6 prime. That's a tough one. Why don't you, let's make the 6 prime and take a look at it. And then make the 3 point. And don't hit the clock. I'm going to take a look at it. Now, if they roll ace or deuce, they got a viable game all the way down.
We've got a lot of gammon saves.
And then even if they don't, our attack is somewhat tenuous. So go back to the original.
So I'll show
Steve
you
has a
one thing.
very good analysis here.
I have a present for you.
Okay.
Look at making the ace and deuce.
Use it in good health.
Well,
I don't want to leave a direct shot. We don't have to. Make the ace and deuce. So it only leaves 1 point open. It's risky. It's risky because if they roll a 3, I think I want to do this. I don't know if it's
Very good play, Steve. It feels just like an easy play to just come around and make the 3 point, but finding, you know, the third guy on the roof, denying
A man can dream.
Yeah.
the ace and deuce anchor with many more numbers. Obviously, I'll win many more games from the ace and deuce point than I will from the 3 point. And then I think that third guy trying to win the BG here, being 3 away, is also huge.
Wrong side.
And putting 3 guys up must increase your BG chances by a ton.
The infamous aerial attack.
Boy, it's not been my day for BGs, has it?
No, I hope not. That would be bad.
wow.
Jordan's talking about the chouette we were playing before this game started. He was in the box against a few of us, and he was playing me, and we BG'd him. We should have known going into this match after that rolling performance of his that he shouldn't have started rolling this game, because I mean, we're going to be down 6-0, maybe 7-0 at the end of this game. It just seems bad, very bad.
I'll be on the bar all the way
checker
down.
off.
Yeah. So clearing the 6 will win more games, but this is going to win more BGs, which is what Steve Sachs is looking for. He wants to just end this now. And so think about that for the rest of his checker plays here, that he wants to win a BG. And maybe you'll find the correct play like they did.
You should just go. It doesn't increase our gammon chances, but it keeps 5 points.
All right, I gotta
one
think
more.
about this.
It's only like a check. Got to get 2 fancy. It's a 5 ball.
Let's take a checker off on the 4.
Yes?
Yep.
Going for the BGs.
Come right in. I don't want to get BG. Could you not? If we come in here, it's possible we can get off this. All right. Good start.
Start.
Better one than none.
If you qualify for the Blitz playoff, come see me. I have the parents.
Oh.
Twice in your last fucking 2 games, yeah?
Yikes.
If you enter with 2, it's possible. There we go. That's a good spot.
Take 2 off. Good.
2 off for the BGs, of course. Assume I'm going to enter,
We can win.
and everything will be fine for them to stay even.
Nope.
Eric Packer.
Yeah, no, just take this guy off, yeah.
Eric Packer.
This is better, just in case he rolls doubles. We can get off of the BG with double ones.
Roll double, please. You, not the other guy. Oh, this would be sick. Don't do it to me.
Play up for the crowd.
Keep your eye on him.
Oh,
Okay, good.
escaped by the hairs on our chinny chin chin. Oh. New shooter. Put me in the game, coach. Put me in the game. Warming up the arm.
Remember while you're here, Steve. Please, do not. For fucking losing every money round match, I gotta fucking get a pin of ball. Don't go there. Don't go there. I'm too old to chase. He's over 80. He's faster than me.
You guys had a foot race recently. Or you just
We had a heads-up session in Michigan. Well, we like broke even after like 40 games.
You want to bring it home? Pick it down with me. I'm rolling okay for us? Okay, stay.
Split's good.
All right, we're gonna need some magic.
You should have started with me rolling. Fucking hell. I'm feeling lucky.
Ooh, I'm feeling lucky.
If only I could cube.
So we're at a Crawford game right now, so I can't offer a cube. The Crawford game, you're not allowed to offer a double during this game. If you win the Crawford game, of course, you can offer the double immediately on your next few games.
Thank God this man wasn't wrong, really.
Just coming around, yeah? Just playing like a DMP style game.
Just coming around, of course, is going to win more. Don't want to get stuck there.
We want there to be, though, that's for sure.
Gary Z.
Close. I just don't want to be skunked. Be out in like 3 games.
Listen to Steve's comments
Going
here.
down.
Make the 23.
He says make the 23.
We're buried in the race. We're not trying to escape. We don't want to get lost either. 23 is a good holding game. We can bring a builder down to the mark.
So he's buried in the game, right? Down in the race, which is why he's making the anchor, to cut out my blitzing game plan as well, which would be another way to win. Fantastic play making that.
Seizing egregious. Feel free to fucking slap me.
Five, 4. I get hit by 1, 6, and 3, 4. 615.
That's good.
And the winner is Williams.
6-1 makes the 3. So White's game plan is just to put their ducks in a row, try to form like 6' situation ship looking things on the other side, right? So if he gets a shot later, he's able to contain it, right? So I mean that's his game plan.
I mean, I don't really want
So we
to
slotted
get
the
3-6, right?
And me, I'd like to bring everybody
It's really
home.
nice to have this here to make the point.
And I'd like to make the 5, but it's not entirely necessary, though I would prefer it.
What's up?
No, I'm just like, yeah. I'm so far ahead.
I don't want
I don't want to give it a shot.
But if I give a shot here and he hits it, I'm dead. So it's just not worth it to me. Double 5s.
to. Anyway, it was double 5.
And slot the 1.
What do you like to say?
Obviously, there's no big error in here going 7-2 versus 6-1, but I do just see the computer going 6-1 most of the time in these situations, and by most of the time, I mean like almost all the time. I guess you wouldn't want to slot your board if you thought you were going to get like a direct shot immediately, but there was like almost no numbers that were going to allow that to happen. Maybe only, what, 6-5, I guess. But even then, 6-5, I'd go to the 4, and then the 5 would go to the ace. So yeah, no numbers. Six 5 now leaves no shot. Thank goodness.
Yeah, we don't want another one of those anytime soon. Now they're ready for us.
Make ready.
Now they're ready. I definitely do not want to be rolling a 6-5 now. Double 4s, very strong.
No, I know. I just cannot see.
Yeah. We don't break our board in these situations, right? We only break our boards in karate class. He gets pointed on, of course, you know. Lucky arm in the game,
I
but
got you out of there after game 1.
Yeah. After the slide earlier, we should have.
6-2. And I should be playing 6-4. I played 4-2 because it leaves fewer shots. It only leaves a shot with 6-5.
We leave 6-1 and 5-1, right? So just do this.
The other one leaves a shot with 6-1 and 5-1.
BG's
But the other play is better for some reason. Some people would say double jeopardy. I generally don't think about double jeopardy as like a real thing most of the time. This is like one situation where I see that to be the only reason why it's better.
Are you nervous? little disgruntled, a little angry. But I'm not nervous. Not nervous though. A little pissed off, but not nervous at all. This is a wrong emotion, Justin. Wrong emotion.
I was a little nervous once, and it's like, and then I settled down, and it's like, oh, that's good.
Has somebody ready to play a $50 jackpot? If you're interested, see me for a $50 jackpot.
Just a regular race. Whoever gets off first is the winner. And it looks mathematically impossible now if they roll double 6 and I roll 2-1 and they roll double 6 and I roll 2-1. I still win. All right, so we're not skunked. We get a point on the board, of course. Let's go. Nothing worse than getting all the way to the semifinals of some match and then just getting destroyed.
That felt like a win getting off the BG.
Yeah. And that really does.
Yeah, do you know how lucky you guys were in that game?
Very, very lucky.
Very joking, isn't it?
6-4. I choose to make the deuce point because it's supposed to win more gammons than the other play, and trailing so much in the match, I would prefer to make a play that wins more gammons. Also, by not getting hit in the opening, it allows me to turn the cube immediately and gain a point. We are at a score situation, known as a free drop, as Steve says.
So at like all even away scores, it's like a free drop, right? So basically it's like 3 wins, or 3 2-point wins, right?
The point is essentially useless to the other side, or to myself actually, being 6 away versus 5 away, post Crawford.
No, just any, like if he's
Doesn't really make much of a difference to the other side, so if it's 51-49 in my favor, they should just pass because they'd be better off just getting to the next game.
Lucy,
3-3.
Same idea, but it goes the other way, where like he can just take like super deep here. So like even though this would be like a double and a take, like you just play the game and just don't double until it looks bad for them, and then you cube and see what happens.
You'll see it's an automatic take situation. Since I'm a dog in the match and game right now, I figured I'd wait until there's at least some volatility in the situation, you know? 4-3.
Jerry Seinfeld.
So there's some volatility now, so
Yeah, that's my point.
You're doubling before the double twos.
Yeah.
I guess that's the market risk.
5-5.
Freaking bad.
It's not as good as it looks. This hits, yeah?
Yeah. It's not.
You just come down, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, that's it. Did you see anything else?
Not really.
Because that's clock, that's clock.
Hit the clock? You hit. No, I got
No,
it.
no.
It's not legal for you to do it. I don't want you touching the clock after the way this first
Yeah,
fucking
no.
games went. I'll tell you that much.
6-4. So he enters and plays
That's what we should have did that other
8-2.
game. We might not have been BG. But I couldn't get myself
Gets
to talk to you.
hit the least amount of times from here.
Obviously, I saw the.
It'll win fewer games, but gets hit less, so there's an upside and a downside to everything.
It's almost happened. Yeah.
Trying to see what plays. Doesn't look
Thing coming out from the one.
awkward here.
I mean, it is a thing. I was also thinking about this thing.
Deborah Solomon, I have a 2-pointer for you.
Ones, threes, and sixes to come.
Got a nice $200 jackpot.
Fours are duped to cover and hit us, you
I
know.
have a $100 jackpot going and a $50 jackpot.
I don't know if I necessarily want to give up pressure on this guy.
Oh, yeah, the dupes, the ones. If we slot it, it's the ones.
Give it a shot.
I think so.
Maybe he doesn't roll double ones.
Yeah.
Maybe he does. 50-50. Feels that way.
5-3.
Avi Cohen,
Two choices. This is just twos, one.
Avi Cohen.
Yeah, I think making the 2 looks better. Leaves fewer blots, even though it makes a worse point. I don't know if you want to necessarily be like hit from the roof on the deuce point, have all those other blots out there as well. Whereas like no numbers
Alexander Rosa.
hit just on entering.
Someone do that and then they lose the first 2 games.
Only combo numbers do it, which makes it of course a lot less likely.
We got a good chance to come in and make that point, and then we got a weak position to bring home. But this is a lot of numbers. Get some good twos. This is what. I mean, it was a prettier play, but I think this is correct.
This is what.
I will accept both.
Yeah.
But if you do this one, I'm gonna wait for 14 minutes. I think you'll catch on though very quickly. Oh man.
Alright. That was a good shake.
I agree. I'm gonna need a few more.
Yeah.
3-1.
I feel happy we got away with that. I don't know if it was a good play, but we'll find out later.
The slot.
I so maybe that 6 was right in the other game and just keeping everything.
No, because we can still get hit on the 2.
Yeah, of course we
Yeah,
can.
that's.
But maybe
that's
there's
the
value
thing.
in keeping the anchor.
Yeah,
I don't know. We certainly almost got beat, I know that much.
Yeah.
Although the double 6, I think. Sorry, guys.
Sixes. This is this. This. I don't know what's best, but I mean,
That's it.
We have another winner to announce. In the beginning division, last chance from Brooklyn, New York, we have Joyce Goldstein.
Brooklyn!
This leaves no shots. I mean, obviously the position stinks, but getting hit could be very costly, apparently, though I like the look of this play better. Getting hit could cost a lot, as the race is not bad for you, which I think is the point of the position when I look at it. When you see the race is almost tied, you know, why would you want to sacrifice ground in the race? $6-5, okay, I miss. I mean, this seems like the reasonable play.
I mean, I don't know. I've seen plays be wrong before.
And, I mean, it looks obvious to us
Doesn't exist in my realm.
over the board, but I make the joke because he goes, what else? And I'm like, well, you know, who knows, man? Like, you'd be surprised and come to find out, running to the 13 is a few millipoint error versus coming out from the 21. So that's wild.
I'm looking at it. I don't necessarily want to come into a triple shot, you know? Here we only really get punished by like 4-1, 6-1. What do we... Now we got like 3-4 and 1-4 and 6-4 and 3-5. I mean, I prefer this.
All right, 3-2. Of course, they could just clear the 8 or bring 2 down. You're both even. But I roll 4-3. Let's go. 5, enters and covers. 6-6. Ooh, I went to grab him to just point on the 1. That's my first instinct.
We can make the point, yeah?
I have to always pay attention to my first instinct.
I mean, I think.
Making the point actually has a few gammons. I mean, as crazy as it seems.
No, it doesn't seem serious.
This feels nice and tidy, but maybe he enters in a silly way, right? But he gets to move freight this way as well. So I think this would win more games, but we would certainly love to win the G here, yeah?
I think there's still some games.
Problem is, he could enter, we could have trouble bringing this home, yeah?
I'm not crazy to think of the point. I mean, I think bringing the 2 down, we still have some gammons.
He starts moving these guys, though.
I understand he starts.
We could also do this and then roll like 6-1 like an idiot, too, you know? I'm willing to try this, to be honest. I don't know if you're okay with it, but I think I'm feeling ballsy.
Screw.
3-5 fans. 4-3 makes the 2 point. Five, 3. Five. All right. That moves everybody in. Gets us ready to start bearing off. Four, 2. All right, we can take a checker off. Or we could do
Safety
this.
of love and life and everything that's good in the world.
Is that the best play?
I don't know.
I'm bad, and
I could do this. I mean, I leave shots with 6s and 5s, yeah? And 4s.
If we do that, what we shot?
But we get ourselves a roll closer. But it might slow us down later. We clear this, we start ripping maybe. We can still catch it. 6-2.
6-2.
But we're going to have 6-2 anyway.
6-2.
But we're leaving 3 additional numbers. 6s, 5s, and 4s.
I say do this. It's still tough for them.
No, it's not. But I just want to.
Ooh, double 4s. Five, 4. Still no men off.
Still no guys off.
Yeah.
You still have no men off.
Four, 2. Of course, they could make the 4, which helps the win, but like they don't get shots very often, so maybe it's better just to play gammon save in this situation, right?
This? Yeah. We've got 3 men coming around. We can drop something in there. There's no wastage. And it's
We have enough rolls. We're probably going to roll 2s, 4s, and 5s coming out. If we get a shot, I don't want to stack them up.
What if they get they don't want to double things? It's a little bit different.
I think this is fine. I'll take a picture of it.
Roberto. Okay. I was talking about buying one of the stands from. It just seems easier.
I'm going to cross them over anyway. We're going to cross them over.
6-4. All right, we got a guy off.
No, wait. It was 6-5, right?
6-4.
Oh, 6-4. Okay, I'm sorry.
I wish it was 6-5.
I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. I thought it was 6-5.
2-3, just maximizing crossovers. Gammon save. He just wants to put everything on the 6, and we want to roll big doubles and get this G. 4-2.
Cameron,
4-2. Double fives.
Michael Lena,
Double ones. 5-3.
I have a immediate opening.
5-3. So they're going to need doubles to get off of this, which of course I hope they don't roll. They get double fours, fives, and sixes. Four, 1. All right, we are tied. One away, post Crawford. DMP game coming up. Jordan does not get to take the dice back. My arm feels good.
Theo Osborne,
Sure, me too.
What happened?
Thank you.
Position, but you haven't given Joel much of a role. Perhaps he should come back. And
All right, give me a minute, Steve.
All right, handshake, final game.
Not the way my.
Domineering
Not the way I've been going.
Malcolm wants Jordan to start rolling again. No. No. Two, 1. Funny, 4-1 split at DMP is wrong. 4-1 slot is better. But after 4-1 split, 2-1 is actually a slot in front of both of the 24 and 23 points being split, which is like
We should go
wild.
actively root for the people that weren't in the side pool.
Yes, all of us.
Start jeering.
Three, just make the point.
Keep an eye on me, by the way.
Yeah.
This is the most important game we play all week.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, double twos, super strong. Make the point, of course, and then, you know, maybe just down again. We've seen this recently where like stepping up into the contact ends up being a bit wrong because it allows like these pointing numbers, which allow the momentum to swing.
I have an immediate opening for a $50 jackpot if you want to play. Come see me.
2-4. Right, 6-3.
6-3. You okay with this?
Well, what about Howard and one?
And another guy down?
Yeah, I mean, oh, well, I guess.
I don't love
No,
leaving good
because,
sixes
yeah, actually.
and 5-4's duped to anchor and hit.
Yeah, no, I think.
They're all very close.
This guy's connected here as well. Aces are duped.
2-6. 2-3. Yeah, this. And then I see the stack of 5 checkers there, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
5,
well, that should probably be developed.
5-4.
Only gives 1 extra hitting number.
5-4 might just anchor.
No, it's too far.
I don't know. For him to figure it out. But I think this is pretty good.
Okay.
3. 3, 4. Funny enough, this is actually like a really big error. It's like
I don't know. we could just
covering
make
both
this,
is wrong by, let's see.
Doesn't seem terrible.
No, I
Doesn't seem bad, but it is actually quite bad. I'm supposed to just run out. 2 down is like, I don't know, like a 6% error. And now they enter, and I'm still stuck back here, and I'm just like, wow, like I need double 5s. And I make this joke. If I roll double 5s, there is a God. Just to challenge the man upstairs. I'm just kidding, though.
If there's a God.
I just said it.
I'm putting pressure on the man upstairs right now. Yeah.
yeah.
So ridiculous.
No, that was the same.
If you say no value,
Has anyone started their 1 point free roll match? Has anyone started their match?
Crazy.
But now you believe. I've just converted you.
well timed.
Theo Osborne.
Should have just came down with both. Only gives double 1s.
That was the one. That was
And now I'm in this situation where he's entered, and I could leave a direct shot if I roll something silly. With an ace like this. It's a repeating problem. I should have just paid off while the guy was on the roof. Now it's much harder for me to clear this. Two, 3. Doesn't count. No dice on checkers here in New York. 2, 4.
Did I convert you today, though? That's wild.
It's like I'm an evangelist now.
It'll make you second guess something.
yeah.
You're thinking about stepping on that bug, you know?
You're not a bug.
No.
I feel like it. We can make the bar or either slot.
Well, with a chance of me rolling.
I think I've actually should have left that.
Now I'm thinking back to the play where I didn't leave the double 1s in the situation I'm in now. I'm just going, man, I should have just did it.
We're in a weird spot here.
Thought I'd be fine, but
I
then
could roll a funny 6.
get into this spot where like you're not doing fine.
Direct shot.
And here we are. Shot time.
Okay, well, let's go 4. And 6. I don't want to play. I mean, okay, so this gets hit with 6-1 double 1s. The other one just only gets hit with 6. So maybe it's actually fewer shots if I just come down with everybody.
It is fewer shots, but
It's just 11 numbers. The other one is 6-6.
I started thinking about double hits. Like, what if they hit me twice? And that's like
Just 11 numbers. The other one is 12.
extra bad. 6, 1,
But
6,
this is more
2.
blots.
6 in cover followed by fan, then having 2 more blots out there.
It duplicates the, I mean, they have to. There's no, I was gonna say it duplicates the 1s for covering the 5.
I just know that like after this, I can't really be double hit on this next roll, right? You could roll like 6-2 and be very happy still. I'm gonna prefer to do this.
I think so, because,
I don't know.
no, I think so
You
too.
okay? Well,
Yeah,
then I'm
yeah.
gonna hit the clock.
Yeah. No, I think this is good.
So they hit.
Well, now we find out for sure.
Yeah.
would have made this play, I think, going to the 9. You know, you cover with 1s, 3s, 4s, 5s. Your 6s jump out. 5-1, let's go. And I make this silly play. It's funny, I don't even really consider it. It is just so much better in the future to play 5-4. Like, you don't want checkers on the deuce point. You want there to be a spare checker on the 4 point against these ace point games. And I just, like, very quickly made this play without much consideration.
Question like, do we really
And I hope I don't do that again. So this is like a video reminder to myself. It's
So there's
like,
like a variation.
fill in the
where
gap, you know?
Fans, but maybe this keeps them from building as well.
Yeah.
So maybe we do hit the other guy. Although we could fan. You want to do this? No.
Well, what's better for... This is where you're going to be better with all the numbers.
Just consider double 1s again, but this other one, double 6 doesn't leave a shot. You do this, right? 6-6, 6-6, we leave a shot, right? So I'm gonna do that.
Alright, so I'm forced to play it this way unless I want to clear the 6, which I don't really want to do, but I'm going to look at it.
Our options like clearing, but I don't think we're gonna do that, yeah? We just take it off, yeah?
Yeah, just take it off.
And I wish I had made the other ace play now, because I would have a spare on the 4
Gotta play extra.
instead of a gap on it after that sequence. But I roll a 6-2, I fill it in. I still would have preferred to have been in the other spot, though. I mean, that gap could have been scary on some numbers. 6-6, okay, they get to flood the outfield and start building, which I don't like the idea of, because if I do leave a shot later on, maybe they have a chance to contain. And even though only 6-5 leaves a shot here, it's better just to play 5-3.
It's good getting the guy off the deuce point, get another guy off.
I didn't like having him on the deuce point, but I guess for the future of the game, even at DMP, even though many more numbers leave a shot, instead of 6-5, it's 6-4. I roll the only number that leaves a shot, double 6,
Everything
double
I think comes
5s.
to reality, you know?
I guess we're fine, double 4s. I don't know. It's a very tough one. Luckily, missed though. 6-3 is interesting, getting rid of the spare on top of the structure, putting it on the 3 point. 6-3, first the 3, then the 6. So everything is going fine. This is like ideal sort of structure,
Yeah.
I'd say. Pretty ideal, at least. At least better than what could have happened based on what it looked like a little while ago.
Lets you know you're alive, you know?
Yeah, it does. Well, it's fun, like Wednesday night. Like, I jump in that game, and I'm nervous the first couple games. I even made a couple of league plays where they're like, oh, no, you can't. And then,
Yeah, just make the structure right. Seems reasonable.
I jump in a game like that. And then it's like, oh.
Coming out or doing the other one seems fine. I guess it's okay to do the other one because you might get a shot right now, and it'd be good to be able to keep the ace point after the hit if the hit doesn't work, essentially is what I'm thinking. Like, you get out and around, maybe it's good to have the ace point still instead of have it be gone. 4-3 leaves a shot, but I'm like, okay, I've got 11 off. God, I do not want to be hit. Ugh. And now I'm thinking, you know, like I rolled that double 5s that I prayed for it and I still lose. Like, this would be awful. 1-3. And so White really wants to stay on the 24 point. You know, they're trying to force me to leave another shot and start moving the checkers that are on my 2-point to hit them, so maybe they can hit it back to make them a favorite in the race, right? Like, I'm a favorite now, provided I don't give them a chance to get a second checker. So this entire time, I'm happy I have this ace to step up, so I don't have to play 2 to 1. And I'm just hoping I roll double ones right now so that, like, I could never leave a shot from there. Like, I'm just hoping I never leave a shot from there. Please no ace for me. 5-2. Right, and all they're trying to do now is like slot the deuce point, make the deuce point, so then they can force my aces to play 2 to 1. Right, so the next 4 they roll, they're gonna slot the deuce point. They roll double 4s, the first one goes to the deuce. And they do this, right, trying to stay on the 24. I don't roll an ace, that's good. Now they want to cover, so my aces are forced to play from 2 to 1. So they have to cover, right? Now you can see that not covering would be like a really big mistake, because another way to win, of course, is to get that second checker back. Allows them to be a favorite. 6-5, please no ace, please no ace. Double 4s hits on the 1, double 5s hits on the 1. So this seems reasonable. 5-2, no ace, of course, I love that. 6-5, right? They don't want to just make the point because they want to get another checker. Now I roll the 1. Now they want to start hitting loose with everything, and they don't want to cover because they want to be hit back so they can try to roll an ace and pick up the other guy. So the 5 hits, and the 4 just moves from 18 to 12.
We hope to fan here.
And we're hoping to fan, actually. Like, we don't want to enter with anything that's not double 1s. No. Ugh. Oh, Steve's thinking about it. The banana split. He knows he needs the other guy. He wants to split and be hit to pick up the second guy.
Damn, we got hit.
Yeah, he's seeing it. He just has to do it. Yeah, I know. Please don't enter. Okay, good. Whew. If I do enter, I need like, I don't know, 3 something to get out. I don't want to be stuck there. Alright, he actually covers it, which is interesting. Clearly it seems reasonable, but the bot wants him to get hit so bad to pick up the other guy. 6-1, right? He doesn't want to cover, he wants to be hit. I need to fan again. I don't want to give him a second chance at it. Double 6, okay. (3-1). Doesn't really want to cover. He can't. That's good for him. He wants small rolls. I want to just roll big numbers forever. Small rolls keep him from having to cover. (5-3). (6-6). Let's go. He has to cover. And there's the checker on the 1 as well, which is not ideal, which means he's going to have to open up sooner than he hopes. With his first 6. His 6 is being rolled here. So now I get to enter.
Anyone?
I'm slightly optimistic. I want to enter. But you'll notice they want him to stay on the 6 point, and that's the point. Because of the blot, if I roll a 6, there's a chance he rolls an ace and picks up that guy. I can fan, he can pick up the other guy, right? Whereas if he just lifts it and I roll a 6, he's basically dead.
Just now.
If they come in with a 6, we're going to lose. At least if they come in with a 6 here, we can roll an ace and maybe pick up the other one coming around.
If you like the tension here, please smash the like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you're interested in backgammon lessons with me, feel free to send me an email at justin@backgammonuniversity.com. And let's hope I roll a 6 and then he doesn't roll a 1, please. Six, okay. So I'm like, good news, bad news. I wish he'd maybe I fanned, he rolled another 6 and then I entered, so there's no chance to get the second guy. But like I can't be unhappy about this scenario because I'm in. I just hope he doesn't roll an ace. And he doesn't. 4-2, okay. In these situations, you want to be like 11 or 12 away from my checker, in which case, like, you can get great coverage even over my small numbers. Oh man, and if I roll 6-5, I just said it.
The dice if that happens, yeah.
I don't even want to say it out loud because then I'd have to
I don't want
hit
to say it again. No.
on the 6 point, and there'd be 2 blots in my board.
You should only speak good numbers into existence.
I want like a 2-1, double 6, 2-3. Ugh, it's forced. I have to come into direct range, 6 away, which is like max numbers. 17 numbers hit. Please do not hit me. Oh, 4-1, thank goodness. Yeah, and the ace, I guess, just goes to the ace. It can't be a big deal. But I figure if I'm like forced to hit you and you know, because like 4-2 has to hit you. Maybe there's like some scenario where like you hit me, I hit you back, and then you get the ace, you know? 5-4 just hops over his head, and we win the match. What an epic comeback. Well, thank you all for joining me during this match. We end up winning this tournament in our very next match, so that's great. And have a good day.